Welcome back to the Deep Dives, where we prove that sometimes the most technical, most boring-looking product pages, they actually hide the most fascinating stories.
And today we have a perfect example. We're looking at something that costs just $20, but it's a critical part of these massive professional AV installations.
Yeah, our mission is to unpack this monster of a name. It's the Aurora Multimedia CA0052-F2T3R 3.5 millimeter TRS to FM DB9 2TX3RX adapter.
A mouthful.
It is. But the first thing I saw, the little nugget right at the top of the page, was the benefit. With no tariffs. That just jumped out at me. For a 6-foot cable, why is that the first thing they want you to know?
Because that's a huge signal. It's not for you or me buying a cable for our desk. It tells a professional buyer this thing is ready for a huge rollout. It's cost efficient, it's easy to source, and it's not going to get hit with surprise fees. It's about a stable supply chain.
Okay, so let's get into the technical core of it. We're talking about a 6-foot or 1.8 meter cable. One end is a 3.5 millimeter TRS connector, standard headphone jack. The other is a DB9 female connector, that classic D-shaped port.
Right, the old serial port. But here's the catch, and the listing is very clear about it. This is a null modem adapter.
And that's the critical phrase here, isn't it? Why is that so important in, say, a professional AV environment?
Well, a normal serial cable is wired to talk through a modem, like a middleman. A null modem cable is for when two devices need to talk directly to each other. It crosses the wires inside, so the transmitter on one end talks to the receiver on the other.
Wait, but couldn't a pro installer just make one of those? Or just grab one? Why would they need to buy this specific adapter?
Oh, every AV tech knows that pain. You spend hours troubleshooting a new video switcher or a display, and it turns out you grabbed a straight-through cable by mistake, this adapter. It just removes that variable completely. It's guaranteed to work for direct control.
And they take that guarantee to another level, too. The listing doesn't just say null modem. It gives the exact pinout. DB9 pin 2 transmits, pin 3 receives. I mean, isn't that overkill?
You'd think so, but no. Not when this little $20 component is the control artery for, a $50,000 matrix switcher.
Yeah.
You see this listed right alongside their high-end gear. AV over IP systems, the DXP62 scaler, NUC PCs for AV racks. The signal integrity has to be perfect. That pinout is their promise.
Which brings us right back to that compliance factor we teased at the start. It's not just no tariffs. The official designation is TAA compliant.
Exactly. TAA is the Trade Agreements Act, and for anyone selling to the U.S. government, it's everything. It's non-negotiable.
So this little badge basically says the cable was made in the U.S. or a friendly designated country.
Yes. That $20 adapter is what makes the entire expensive AV rack it's part of eligible for a federal contract. It's the key that unlocks a massive market.
And to back all that up, the listing also includes this huge support package. Free lifetime tech support over phone, chat, text, even fax, plus a factory warranty.
And again, that's not about protecting the $20 cable. It's about protecting the reputation of the whole system. They know their big-ticket items, like the touch panels and Dante mics they show off at trade shows, they all depend on these tiny, reliable parts.
It's just incredible. A single pinout on a 6-foot cable ends up telling us a story about government purchasing, global logistics, and total system reliability.
Absolutely. These little connectors are the definition of an unappreciated hero. They are the building blocks.
So what does this all mean for you? If the success of a huge multi-million-dollar AV system hinges on one specific cable correctly crossing pin 2 and pin 3, just think, how many other simple forgotten components are the real compliant heroes holding our entire digital world together? That's something to chew on until our next deep dive.